Monsoon. Monsoon is traditionally defined as a seasonal reversing wind accompanied by corresponding changes in precipitation. It is also described as seasonal changes in atmospheric circulation and precipitation associated with a symmetric heating of land and sea. Usually, the term monsoon is used to refer to the rainy phase of seasonally changing pattern, although technically there is also a dry phase. The English word monsoon came from Arabic word mausim and Hindi word mausam. The climate of India is described as a monsoon type. In Asia, this type of climate is found mainly in south and southeast. Despite an overall unity of the general pattern, causes of monsoon, the vastness of Asia, the height of the Himalayas mountain, and the location of the warm water in the southeastern part create great differences in temperature between the land masses and the water bodies. These differences in temperature is the actual cause of the formation of the monsoon season. Characteristics of the monsoon. Monsoon is a seasonal wind in which there is a complete or almost complete reversal of wind direction. There is also change in the characteristic of monsoon wind. Due to the change, the wind direction, the winter remains dry as it originates in the land masses, and while crossing the ocean, it absorbs moisture and brings abundant rainfall on the land mass in summer. Monsoon is characterized by a sudden downpour of rainfall activity, which extends land in stage and may cover the entire country by the middle of July. Flood and drought usually take place within the same year in different parts of the country. However, the winter monsoon causes rainfall in the northeast coast of Sri Lanka and the coast of Tamil Nadu in West Japan and in the east coast of the Philippines. Monsoon rainfall is seasonal and it occurs between June and September over a short period of time. It is due to the effect of the monsoon that the temperature is less between the winter and the summer in the low latitudes. The durability and intensity of monsoon in winter differ within the variation of the region. For example, the intensity of winter is moderate in central Bangladesh and is simply unbearable in northern India during the same period. The intensity of winter is well felt in the mid latitudes. During this time, the cold continental air masses can reach the mid latitudes. The mid latitudinal regions come under the influence of tropical air masses or air mass in summer, so hot weather prevails there. Importance of monsoon. Monsoon season is widely beneficial and appreciated by city dwellers as it welcomes relief from the climax of summer heat in June. The monsoon is important in many areas all around the world. The change in direction establishes a seasonal pattern of rainfall. In summer, in which many farmers depend for their cultivation of crops, the monsoon season is vital for the cultivation of oilseeds, cotton, and rice. Rice is mainly grown in monsoon season of India. It can thrive in waterlogged soil, sustain submergence to an extent, and can moderately tolerate salinity but cannot withstand drought. The summer monsoon is also important as hydroelectric plants highly depend on the abundant water collected during the monsoon for the production of electricity. Electrical plants are driven by water collected during the monsoons. Large production of food crops is highly dependent on the monsoon season. This enables the import trades to take place without having to export food from neighboring countries. Effects of monsoon. The impact of monsoon climate is not the same everywhere. It can be mild in one region and very severe in other regions. For instance, if it rain starts late or not heavy enough or too heavy, it can change the agricultural patterns and cause damages to people and infrastructure in the affected areas. Prolonged monsoon season always results in waterlogged of houses and roads, especially in slums, even with the cities where drainage systems are created could be prone to flood. Changing the climate pattern of monsoon often leads to destruction of the city's infrastructure, which could result in severe economic loss, including damage to property and loss of lives. This is similar occurrences that took place in 2005 flooding in Mumbai. During very dry seasons, such as dry winter monsoon seasons, the rate at which evaporation occurs is usually too much. Therefore, the land will become drier and the evaporation increases. The warmer temperatures, lack of water, as you know, reduces crop yields and gives rise to famine. Very heavy rain in the summer comes with massive flooding and landslides, washing away not just crops and homes, but destroys many people and animals as well. However, the regions with very heavy flooding are prone to diseases outbreaks and are mostly waterborne. Some of these diseases are likely to occur include cholera, dengue, malaria, stomach, and eye infections are more prevalent in the summers with heavier rainfall. During the winter, when there is drought, many animals starve due to little or lack of water in many farmers find it difficult to produce enough food for themselves and to supply it to the dependent population. However, food is then imported from other parts of the world, which significantly affects the income and well being of many farmers and the state as well. Another impact of monsoon season is the occurrences of bushfire. This is very common in the region of North American southwestern United States and northern Mexico. The bushfire is linked to an increased amount of lightning brought on by change in pressure and temperature of the wind. In areas where the lightning strikes repeatedly may result in severe injuries to human, animals, and disruption of electrical wires and poles.